Now on grain farms this time of year across the country, a lot of activity is at hand. We're top dressing nitrogen, perhaps getting some spraying done, and all of those things, visibility is important. And remote display capabilities perhaps allow that visibility to happen. Our own Willie Vogt had the chance recently to travel to Kentucky to see how a farm operation in that state is using the John Deere Operations Center.
So we traveled to Barlow, Kentucky for Tech at Work this time out on a windy day to talk with Neil Denton about his use of John Deere Operations Center. He shares some insight on how he's using that data to better manage all parts of his operation.
Well, we've always tried to use technology to advance ourselves here out on the farm. And we just felt like we're spending so much money out in the fields that we just needed some more analytics to be able to take a look at everything that we were doing, make sure that what we were doing was profitable, and make sure that what we're doing is correct, and not just taking an approach of just guessing or hoping that we're improving ourselves by spending more money each year.
Diagnosing error codes using RDA helps because we can see it in real time. So as soon as something triggers, we could also see what state we're in when it did trigger that DTC, and we're able to hopefully get a diagnosis on what it was doing, when it was throwing that code, and it really helps us out to help remote support without actually being at the machine.
So one aspect of precision agriculture that's been a big change over the last few years is what's called remote display access. John Perkins, a precision ag specialist with Hudson Equipment, explains what that means and how he can use it to better serve customers and how farmers can benefit from having that kind of information.
From connection point back, and then offset to the side. Remote display access helps in a lot of different ways, especially if you're a owner-operator and you have multiple operators. You can check on them and then help them dial in how they're trying to set their piece of equipment, whether that be planting, spraying, harvesting, anything in between, as they can go in there and show them where to dial things in and set up things, as well as for us as support. It really helps us without having to drive out to the machine and saves a lot of time.
A lot of times it's something simple that we can fix, so it eliminates our lost time in the field and makes us more productive each day and keeps us efficient.
From having information to better manage all aspects of the operation to remote access to information that helps the dealer better serve his business, Neil Denton is benefiting with the use of John Deere Operations Center. Reporting for This Week in Agribusiness, I'm Willie Vogt.
Thanks to Willie Vogt for bringing that look at the John Deere Operations Center. It's incredible just how much information can be accessed remotely anymore with a little bit of internet in the field. Folks, we will have more Tech at Work coming. The next one, Willie returns to the Mountain West to see usage out there.